Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of the OP early in Elden Ring. Now in the last one we left off right here, and before we do get properly into this, if you do like this kind of content from me and you do want to see more Elden Ring, consider leaving a like, comment or a subscribe. If you do leave a comment I will get back to you. It's just how I work on my YouTube channel. But from the Sea of Riverwell, where we left off last time, you just want to come out. There's a merchant here you can talk to. There's all his items, but we're mainly heading to Fort Heights to get the second half of the Dectus Medallion. Now, this is a very late game area we can use this to go to, but it will have the advantage of having quite a lot of gear. But just come up here, grab the item just there. It's not really worth it. I just grab it anyway because it's just habit. Grab everything you see. But come up here, there's the main guy of the area. He's going to come follow us up the ladder. But essentially what we want to do, run up here, grab the Dectus Medallion just in case we die, and we want to shoot him. Well, if you have your build exactly like I do, you should be able to fairly easily kill him without any issue. See, right there, 2 direct hits with my spell and 1 just whack with my sword was enough to kill him. But essentially do that, come down, and grab the bonfire. There you go. Simple as that. Take a rest at it. If you lost any health, you're going to need it back for this next part. So teleport back to the ruins where we basically started this whole adventure. And we are going to go down to a place called the Weeping Peninsula. Now, you don't have to do this technically. This whole area is essentially optional for the plan. But what we're going to get here is a tier for our Crimson Flask and a Golden Seed. Plus a pretty decent way to level up, or to not level up, to grab co-op items. Plus a few more things such as Ashes of War, so on and so forth. You'll see as the video plays out exactly what we go there to get. But here's the Somber Smithing Stone 1. See, I told you, we got 1, 2, and we're going to get 3 soon. So we don't have to buy any of those, which saves us almost 10k souls. But just walk up the road, because we're about to go fight a mini-boss. So, Dex users, this is your weapon. Now, this boss is extremely hard, and there is a way we can still do what we're doing next without doing this, okay? I personally, I personally am going to fight him normally, because that's just how it works. But I actually messed up here. As you can see above my item bar, I still have my parry ability on. But there is a way to fix this, which is why I've kept this in. So if you walk into a boss fight and you realise you're not prepared, which I did there, as long as it's not active, just teleport out. As long as you're not in combat, you can still teleport. But I came out, sat at the bonfire again because I need to change and put the no skill on. So what this will allow me to do is it will allow me to hold a weapon and still use my Bloodhound Step special ability on my weapon. Now I am going to fail this first time of fighting him, as you're going to see, and I wanted to keep this in as well because it shows you that even I have difficulty with this boss. It's not that I'm really good at the game, it's that it just takes having a good sequence of attacks. But I'm going to quickly cut out my mic and show you the full battle of me winning right after this. And just like that, we get the Bloodhound Fang. A very good weapon and can be upgraded using our current strategy. So if you don't want to do a Faith build and you want to do a Dex or a Strength build, put all your points into Dex or Strength instead of Intelligence and Faith like I did, and just you put all your upgrade materials into this weapon instead of the Sword of Night and Flame. There it is on the map, so you can easily find. But if you can't kill that boss and you've tried your hardest and you just really can't beat it, excuse me, and you really can't beat him, there is a way around it, and it's actually easier. So if we just follow this path, grab the stone sword key, grab little, the little upgrade materials, the smithing stone, this carriage right ahead of us is going to have the Morning Star. The Morning Star isn't a whip like I originally thought it was, because when I heard of the Morning Star, I was like, oh cool, like Castlevania, it's going to be a whip with a ball and chain at the end. No, it's a flail. They lie to you, unfortunately. But grab that, it will work just as well. But if you want a decent weapon that will get you through the whole game, go for the the Bloodhound's Fang. But come here, sit down. I'm going to quickly equip my lantern. If you want to know how to do that, just press options right on the D-pad, triangle, and then select whatever you want in that place. But you see that he's got upgrade materials, crack pots. If you want to buy the crack pots, go ahead. They're very good, but you can always come back later when you have the ability to get more souls. Now we've come down here for two reasons. First off, there's a map like right to our left, but we didn't get it on this run. We're going to come back and get it. We just want this seed for now. So grab that, head up, and as you can see, that's the road up to get here, and we want to head to the left from this area. Now going around this way will allow us to literally do nothing. I don't know why I did it, honestly, because you just come back around anyway. But from here we want to turn left and go up the cliffside to essentially the Maddening Village. Now, the Maddening Village will get you hurt a lot, which is why I recommend starting as the Vagabond. Even if you're going to be a sorcerer, start as the Vagabond. It's simple, it's easy. But come up here, grab the item, which is a yellow ember, which I believe allows you to put madness on your weapon if you attune it to that. But come up here, right round to the church. There's another tier. There's a frenzied flame spell, which I believe just spews out frenzied fire, if I remember correctly. It's kind of fuzzy from my memory, but that's another incantation you can use. Obviously, we're gonna get the actual catalyst for the incantation, so I hope you can hold on and be patient for a little longer. But we're gonna grab the bonfire and we're gonna teleport back down because now we're gonna grab the map. Yeah, you see there. I actually didn't plan to do it in this order. I just completely forgot how to get the map. I just forgot where it was. But come down here, grab that, and that will be the Weeping Peninsula map. Now, now. Now we shall head up to this church here and this church here to get two more tiers. Very easy. If you want as well a good way to farm co-op items, just come here. Literally along this entire route. There's one there. There's another one there. These are all Earth flowers you can use to get. There's another one there. And I believe there's two more there. There's so many around here you can use to get co-op items. So if you're ever low, just come here, farm up a bit. It's simple, but you want to follow this path I'm taking, and it will lead you straight to the church. This place was actually very hard for me to find when I first started the game, because I got to the Frenzied Village area, and I could not figure out how to get off the cliff because I actually went the wrong way. But come in here, there's going to be another tier where you could do. Look at that. So simple. Step into your market if you want, because it saves you having to go into your map and delete it. And we're going to head down to the next church. There we go. Just come down here. You can see in the distance a mausoleum. If you get remnants from fighting bosses, like you use their thing to get their weapon, but you want both the weapons, go to the mausoleum, hit the things off its legs, and then easily go and get it. Now, Faith guys, here's your weapon. Now, I know that the Sword of Night and Flame is for both faith and intelligence, but I'd say it's more of an intelligence based weapon, especially since we have the meteoric staff for intelligence users. That prison to the right, by the way, gives you the Radagon Scarseal, which is a weaker version of the one you already have. Don't bother wasting a key on it. But the Angel Scythe thing is purely faith. So if you want a really good faith weapon that you can level up to plus 10 using the same method, there you go. So now we've got one for strength and dex, one for intelligence and faith, and one for purely faith. So that covers all your bases. I know arcane is now a stat with the new update. By the way, I actually forgot to put my stuff on my wondrous physic this entire time. I died multiple times because I forgot about that. There you go. There's the wing scythe. Really good scaling. But that covers all the bases. Now for the upgrade materials. I believe that's what I got next. I don't know. You'll have to give it a second to load in because I don't actually remember what I got next. I came to Lingrave. What did I do? Ah, yes, 100k souls. So, you're gonna come down here. I actually died once doing this, like an idiot. So you want to get down to this area here. I died because my horse didn't do his second jump. It happens if you run off a cliff first. It counts as both your jumps. But come down here, land on top of that stone structure I was trying to get to, and walk all the way down to the end of the bridge, and you will be able to get something called a gold foulfoot. Now what gold foulfoots do is they increase your soul gain by 25% for 3 minutes, and that's going to be very handy for what we're doing next. So give my character a second, he's going to go grab it, you guys do the same. There we go, there's the gold foulfoot, and we're just going to use these springs to quickly get back up to the first step bonfire. Now from here where you want to go is Fort Faroth, and remember that dragon in episode 1 I told you that we were going to kill? Yeah, now's the time to kill it. Now using either the Morning Star or the Bloodfanged Greatsword, which you can get to plus 2, I believe, right now. Yeah, you can get it to plus 2 right now if you want. It will save you a bit of time later and it will do more damage. You're going to kill the dragon, this guy here. So just use the Morning Star or the Bloodfang. Hit its tail here. You don't want to go any higher or you will die. Just keep hitting it until you get blood proc after blood proc, and right before it's about to die, so you see this much health, quickly equip your foulfoot. Hit it a couple more times if you know that you're safe and the blood ain't gonna proc. But put on your pickled foulfoot so as soon as it does, you'll get 100k souls. There we go. So simple, so easy. You also get 5 dragon hearts, so if you want to head to the dragon temple, which you can either go to the island or you can go to an actual dragon temple. I'll show you how to get there in episode 3. You can buy dragon incantations, so if you want to be a kind of dragon miracle user, you can use them instead. There we go. But I put on the Sword of Night and Flame because now I have enough stats to actually level up to get there. Next, we're going to head back towards the Divine Tower because this is where I said in episode 1 that I could have got the upgrade material level 8, but I forgot to grab it. So just come up here under the branch, and there's going to be a beetle, and essentially you're going to be too weak to kill it now. You want it to run off the cliff, so kind of hit it a couple times, guide it along. It's super easy to figure out. Just don't let it despawn. If it does despawn, quit out your game, and it will be right where you first saw it. There you go, and that will give you the Somber Stone 8. Next, you want to head up to the study center of the Lucaria Manor. So this is why we grabbed the key, the glintstone key in the beginning, because now we can head through the blue door, get ourselves a golden steed and the rest of the upgrade materials we need. I mean, not bad so far. This is only about an hour and a half's worth of work, give or take. Probably not even an hour for you guys. But the thing is, I've been getting literally everything. I had to use my memory to get all this footage. This isn't no trial and error. This is first take footage. I literally just loaded up the game this morning and used all the knowledge I have of the game to do all this. I didn't re-record any areas. I didn't create multiple characters to do this. This is all just first-hand experience. There we go, there's the golden seed. Obviously, I have multiple characters. I have characters I'm playing with other people. I've got characters that I'm doing a let's play on. This is just a spare character I've made just because I could. Just because I wanted to make it. But hit the bonfire, get the seed, and come up this elevator. Now the reason we've come here is because this is going to have the rest of the upgrade materials for our weapon to get it all the way up to +9. So come up these stairs. I recommend a zigzag method as you see here, because they just can't hit you, and go into the door. You have iframes, you'll be fine. Just make sure to roll by spamming circle as soon as you get out there. And activate the grace. You probably won't be able to sit here like I wasn't. Try not to die. You should be fine given how much health you have, and just run down. And as you get around here, you're going to see a bunch of these enemies. Don't let them hit you. If they hit you, they'll steal your mana. And once you've run out of magic, you're going to start losing health badly. Now that over there is an area we're going to come back down to, because that has your Somber Stone free there. It also has a mini boss that if you come back here once you have a +10 weapon, which you will have by the end of this, come back, kill it, and you'll be able to get a new gravity spell, which I am going to put all this stuff that I'm telling you in part 3, because that's going to be the final part, just clearing up all loose ends. But come down here, because you want to get back to the other platform to get your Summerstone free, but you don't want to have to run all the way back. So come down here, grab the gold runes, simple as gold rune 5, and an Ash of War, the Soldier's Ashes, which will allow you to summon in a bunch of soldiers to help you in boss fights, the same way you can summon wolves in. Take the platform back up though, and go get your Summerstone free. There you go, there's the mini boss. Now as you can see, a level 1 Sword of Night and Flame did barely anything. Imagine what a +10 one would do to him. Yes, that's how brokenly powerful this sword is. Now it has actually been nerfed a lot, which is kind of annoying, but he'll have another gravity spell which will work well with the meteoric staff that you want in this area. There's also another talisman you can get in this area, but to get it you have to fight the first boss, so I won't show you that yet, but it boosts your magic by 4%, like your just entire magic damage. But as I said, I wanted to keep this to a minimum. This is early game, and you don't want to have to fight any more than the 2 first bosses. And you don't even have to fight the 2 first bosses. There you go, I've just got that up to +3 with those 3 Somber Stones I had. But to teleport back, and we'll continue on. You want to do that essentially to waste as many runes as possible, because you're going to lose all your runes here. There's no way to get them back, it's just done. Now, this is a warning here. Don't do this if you're not confident enough in your own ability to run, because this next area entirely depends on your ability to run away, and it's not that hard. It really isn't. Any new player can run this area, but essentially what you want to do is grab that and kind of work your way around that metal thing and get this item. This will help you out. This is like the cat's ring from Dark Souls 3. It negates all fall damage. Obviously not if you can't survive the fall. But you want to stay close to this thing, bait out its grab attack. So there you go, you see it opens up, it grabs you, it pulls you in, and die to it. Now you are soft locked here. If you can't figure out how to run away in this area, you're soft locked straight out. You're going to have to keep trying and trying and trying until you get better. But I guarantee you should be able to do it unless you're just like super duper bad at the game. Like, I think even people that never played video games before can probably figure out how to get through this area with a couple tries. But put on the cat's talisman, because it will negate full damage. Quickly switch back to the source seal and run over here to get a gold rune 9. Now this isn't why we've come here, it's just a little extra thing that will help you out. And as you can see, I died. Doesn't matter though, you don't have to run back to the by the way, I'll tell you what it's called. It's called the Virgin Abductor. That's what those metal things are. By the way, you're going to have to kill the version of Duxus to get out of this area if you can't do this. But I doubt you'll be able to actually kill them at this point in the game. There you go, put on the Cat's Talisman again. Switch back to the Source Seal. Heal up if you need to. You should have more than enough with a +6 flask with all the tears you've gotten. Run over, grab your souls if you want. You won't have any though. Alright, run up there, quickly have a jump, and there is your Somberstone 6. Now turn around, basically back the way you came, go up these stairs, and you're going to see an elevator. Just quickly run to it, get on. You should have a shield on just in case that salamander decides to come after you. But you want to get up here, turn to your right, and here is the Somberstone 5. So now you can get your Somberstone all the way up to +8, or all the way up to +6, but you can't get it up to +9 just yet. Come up here, pull this lever, and this is a very big split in what you can do. So come up here, and this is where you're going to get the Somberstone 7. Hold circle and press X whilst on this, and you'll kind of jump on here, and then hold, jump. It's simple, just jump a lot. Do exactly what you saw me doing. I was holding stuff, I was running, and then just jump at the last minute essentially. It's all about run jumps. But that's how you get the Somberstone 7. Now, this is where it splits, as I said. There are two different things you can do here. One is a glitch. So if you come up to this door, essentially what you're going to do is from the furthest point you can touch it, you're going to angle your camera down a bit, and you're going to touch the thing and stay there for 10 seconds. I didn't do it on this first one because I forgot that you had to be far away from it, and I just walked in. So you have to have the gold door. So if you want, go in. As soon as you see him spawn, quit the game. There we go, quit the game. Now when you respawn, you're going to be outside the boss room with a golden door. Now stay the furthest away you can from it and kind of angle your camera down, and your camera will be in your back, which won't allow the enemy to activate his AI yet. Stay like that for 10 seconds, and then you can just jump around a bit to get out of the invisible wall and fight the boss, because it will keep you before the activation trigger. Now the reason I say this is optional is because this might get patched eventually. I will show you the other way. As you see there, I just quit out because I forgot I had to stay away from him. But this is optional. You don't have to do this. You probably don't even want to do this. This is only here before it gets patched. As soon as this gets patched, do the other way I'm about to show you. But you can just walk in here, kill him, by doing this. Look, hold on, kind of nudge towards him, angle your camera up a bit, enter, done. Now wait 10 seconds. I personally waited 15 seconds here just because I wanted to be safe, and you can just go up and fight him. Simple as. See? He won't activate, and he gives you 50k souls. You can't pick up that item, by the way, until you kill him. Now this is a very good dex weapon as well, but as I said, it's a glitch, so I don't know how long it will last. But I'm just here beating the hell out of him, as you can see. The best way to do this would be to equip your Bloodhound Fang you got earlier and bleed him to death, because it's kind of the same way as the dragon, but he has way less health. Like, it will take way less time, but as you can see, I eventually get him down. But the only way to get out of here is to sit at a graze, and this is one way of getting one. So if you are okay with doing glitches, essentially, do this method. If not, or if this has been patched in the future, if you're watching this in the future, don't worry, it's not necessary, essentially. But I just use this to buff out a couple of my stats. Also get me some extra runes for leveling up my weapon to +9. So this is the way you're supposed to do it, essentially. I'm just checking out, make sure I have all the stones. Yes, I do. I can get my weapon to +9 now. So come across the bridge. I put on my lantern because this next area is pretty dark. And you want to run across the roofs. Try not to get hit. I personally did get hit a bunch, and I almost actually died here. Don't worry if you do die. Just do the same thing as normal and just kind of make your way across. Don't worry about that stone fog door. It won't give you anything that's really useful at this point in the game. But jump off the roofs, turn left to this guy, go up the ladder to the right of him, and then make your way across the roof down to this item over here. Not really useful. I mean, grab it if you want. It's just a crafting item. But come in here, grab that, turn to your right. Again, it's another crafting item. Turn to your right again and jump over the railings, because those guys are very annoying if they grab you. Like, they will stun lock you. and come around here to the Grace. Now sit it here and you can teleport out, teleport back to EG or GI or whatever you want to call him back at Carrier Manor, and now use as many souls as you need to get your weapon up to +9. So before you level it up, you are gonna have to buy a +4 like from there, but that saved you almost 10k souls, which is actually why I ran out here, because I had to buy the +4. As I said, I'm sure there's a +4 somewhere you could get at this point in the game, but for now I've just bought it, and that will give me enough to get my weapon up to +9. And that's before the first boss of the game. That's before Margit. That's how overpowered this is. Now, I can't remember what I've done here. I believe I'm going to deck this, because now we want to get a couple more healing items and a couple more other really good items. Yeah, I did. So come back to the gate, and instead of going past it for the gold seed, actually touch the gate. We're gonna go to this area, which is very late, by the way, so I say be very, very, very careful. But we're going to grab two things before we go to the Altus Plateau. One will be this bonfire, and two will be a couple of tiers. So if I zoom into the map here, that's where we're going, but first we want to go to that church and that church. So what I'm going to do is, because there's not much to explain around here, I'm just going to cut out my mic until I am ready to go to the Dectus elevator. Just follow along what my character's doing as usual. Grab all the items. Trust me, they will help you out a lot. I quickly wanted to mention here that the thing at the bottom of your screen is called Madness. It's going to hit you a lot because of this area's topological advantage, and this invader will always invade you. You cannot beat him, not this early in the game, even with a +9 weapon, so don't even try. Just grab the Grace, so when you do die, you'll spawn back here. So now we've made it to a very, very, very late area in the game, and there's going to be quite a few things we're going to grab here, such as, I think, 6 golden seeds to go along with the tiers we had, which will get us to 10 flasks. I personally put 8 in my health and 2 in my magic. But the reason you see me searching around a bit is because I'm trying to find the grace point I was looking for that was next to the map. So we're going to quickly grab this, and then we're going to go grab the map of this area. There's just a seed on the way, by the way, so grab that if you can. Well, you should be able to. Here's the map, and this map area is very important, remember it, because later Brother Corrin will come back here and you can buy more incantations from him. But grab these bottles, they'll be used for potions, especially if you want to be a sorcerer. Potions are a good thing. They're kind of like the cracked pots, but I think they're more powerful, which is why there are fewer of them. I'd advise killing that archer, by the way, because he will cause you a lot of trouble. Come here, grab the Troll's Greatsword, a very good strength weapon, and I don't believe it's a Somberstone weapon, so I don't believe you'd be able to upgrade it with that. But the thing we're mainly here for is the Great Shield Talisman. Now, any shield you have this equipped on will gain 15% more blocking ability, so essentially when you're holding it up, your block ability is how much stamina is taken from you for blocking a certain attack. You'll gain 15% more resistance. But now that we've grabbed those, literally come up to this big area. It's a beautiful area, by the way. I feckin' love this place. But up the stairs, you're going to want to stay in the middle, kind of weave around the enemies for now, but as soon as you get up to the end here, stay in the middle, and as soon as you see these enemies here start to move, spam circle. Because otherwise they will hit you, and you're going to run to this golden tree right in the middle here, which will have 2 golden seeds and a grace. Grab all of it. And also a map of the area, which is very, very nice. But head up the pathway here, because what we're going to grab is for you faith builds out there. I know I've been neglecting you a bit, but we're going to grab your seal. Now this seal is called the Golden Order Seal, and it is super good. It increases something called fundamentalist incantations, which I don't know what they are. I've done a ton of testing with a ton of different things, and I could never figure out. There you go. If you pause the video at the right time, if you slow it down and pause it, you'll be able to see what it does. But it boosts fundamentalist incantations, and I've literally have no idea what the hell they are. I've tried everything. I've tried all incantations I own on my other character. I couldn't see any damage difference with them. But when that thing's plus 10, which by the way, you can use Somber Stones to do. If you don't want to use a regular weapon, you want to get your seal up to plus 10. I'd recommend using that. You can get it up to plus 4 as it is just by going back to Eagle and buying 4 more Somber Smithing Stones. You can get that up to plus 4, and when you get it up to plus 10, it has an A scaling in Intelligence and Faith. So if you are going for the Sword of Night and Flame, this is the best catalyst for you. But just come up here, grab the bonfire, and I'm going to leave this episode here. If you have enjoyed, consider like, comment, subscribe. If you have a comment, I will get back to you. And remember what I always say, try and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye. Part 3 is coming right after this, and it will show you how to get the last of the things you need, such as another talisman pouch, plus 10 weapon, and finishing off everything I said I was going to do, such as a couple more spells and a couple more items. So I'll see you then.